Hey everyone, hope you're all doing good. JPCowFace here, and we are back for episode 16 of Let's Play Civilization 6 as the English Empire. And we are really progressing through the game now. I feel like we are getting to the end game. Still don't know if we are going to be able to stop any of the AI from winning, most likely through a science victory. We have been successfully stopping the AI in their tracks from completing the third space missions with our spy. Alice has been doing wonders for us, and the other guy as well, but he's not been so important. They have been disrupting the spaceports and industrial zones for us to much success. So that has been fundamental in keeping us in the game, allowing us to get in a position where we are closer to being able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. I still wouldn't put money on myself, that's for sure, but there's definitely a chance. We are agonizingly close with a diplomatic victory. And with the current competitions going on, with aid for Nadashar, who we're actually at war with, we were still in the potential lead for 2 diplomatic points from that. And the World Games are currently going on, and we're in a position to potentially win that too. Now, in 21 turns, if we can win both of those, we potentially could be winning. Now, we've got an end of an era probably coming before the end of that. So there's a chance that we could be knocked down a couple of points, depending on how AI voting goes. They could potentially vote us to lose 2 diplomatic points if they can see us potentially winning. That is something the AI will commonly do. They will all work together to try and vote you down from winning on a diplomatic victory. But that is for time to tell. For the moment, we are going to carry on our war with Nadashar, and as we have wanted to do for so long, since quite early in the game, due to our sort of limited position, we want to take some of his cities. Tarsus, Bactria, Sparta, and Sargadia. Might be called that, I don't know. Yeah, so we're starting off with Sparta. We've got bombers. We're still going to build another one bomber, I believe. That should take us to 4. And we should be able to sort of make pretty short work of their city defenses. So in this episode, I'm hoping that we can achieve that goal. I want the 4 Persian cities under our control. So let's carry on and see what we can do. Oh yeah, we've got a builder here at Wolverhampton, and we are going to build a sea resort. And that's going to give us +2 era score, though we'd already secured our golden age for the next era, so it wasn't too important. But with the potential of the end of the game so close, I'm not too worried about the era score for the next era. Okay, so with our scout over here, we've just been having a snoop around the Roman territory, but we're going to just take him up to the borders of Wilhelmina and just uncover as much as we can, because she is another one of the AIs that is quite close to a science victory, potentially, but we can't. She doesn't like us, so we can't open her borders to get in and have a look. The most ideal thing is going to be we're going to build a spaceport, and we're going to get the first space mission done, so we can reveal the entire map, and then we can kind of have a snoop and see what is going on from there. All right. Our builder at Bristol, what do we want to do? I'm going to make a ski resort on the mountain. We've only got 2 mountains, I believe, in our entire empire. But I'm going to use both of them just for a bit of tourism points as well. Every little bit just helps us not be left behind. And I know tourism isn't something we're going for, but it just helps stop the AIs running ahead with it. If they can't become dominant in tourism over us, then it stops them from being able to edge towards a tourism victory. Yeah. So we've got to try and escape Sweden. Right. Didn't go well last time I had to do this, but we will see. And it didn't go well again. We have lost him, but he wasn't killed like our last agent, so we can buy him back potentially. And Hildred as well has got to try and escape as well, but that was better. All right, and they have managed to sabotage production at Huancabamba. That was the Incas' next city over here, where they've got a spaceport as well. We've got Alice back at Quasca, who is trying to pillage this spaceport. So yeah, they're both doing important work for us to try and stop them in their tracks. Now we're not going to be able to get our spy back from Nadashar, not while we're at war with him at least. So maybe potentially if we can take these cities nice and fast, we could come back and get our spy back doing important spy work for us. But until then, yeah, we're not in a position to get him back, so he's a lost cause for the moment. We will just get rid of this tank army that Nadashar has sent in. Stefan take a shot on him and get some experience. And even our cannon guys. And our artillery as well. And then we got another era score for destroying a stronger, bigger army. Okay, we have got a great scientist, Stephanie Koilek, and she has the ability to boost space missions by 20%, 100% production towards space projects, rather. So, yeah, I still don't know where we will potentially build our spaceport, but once we do, we can use Stephanie, and that's going to help us get any of our space missions done. And if any of you watched in previous episodes, diplomatic victory, which is our closest option at the moment, is by far my least favorite way of of winning. So I'd much rather try and win a different way. And I suppose a lot of you will say, well, winning's winning, right? And it is. But out of all ways to do it, I feel that, I don't know, just for me, I get the least amount of achievement for it. So, yeah. If I can find a different way to win, I'd love that. Alright, we keep working these city defenses down at Sparta with our bombers. They are slowly coming down. Our ironclad fleet, armada rather, has healed up at Newcastle. We will see if we can go out and pillage anything else with him. And our military engineer, yeah, we're waiting on him. We were going to put a mountain pass in here for the era score. Era score might be irrelevant for the next era too, like I said. So why not just do it now? Right. So that's another +2. Okay, and we've got our fighters here as well. They can do an attack on Sparta as well. Not do much damage, but they can do something. We move our tank in closer. They are probably going to be the ones we send in, either one of these guys, to come and take Sparta when the moment is right. And we've got our submarine guy as well. And I'm just gonna put them on alert for the moment. Concentrate on our war with Nadashar, and try not to overcomplicate things for the moment. All right, and then we have rocketry completed, and I don't know, halfway through the game, if you'd asked me if I thought we were going to get to this point, I probably would have been quite doubtful, but we are there. We have done it. So let's go in and see what we want to work on next. What could give us an edge in any kind of place. And let's see. I mean, finding out if we've got access to uranium is one thing. I think I might just queue up a few things by holding down shift. So we get electricity done. We've not got any dams, so we can't benefit from any hydroelectric. But it does give us access to the oil plant. And then combined arms to see if we've got access to uranium, along with being able to get a destroyer and an aircraft carrier too. Computers, that will help us with our coastal defenses. We have lost plenty of tiles so far, and yeah, losing more could be just really damage us in trying to progress with what we're doing. So that is, I don't know if maybe that could be more important than getting combined arms. I'm going to say yeah. Right, so we get electricity done, computers, and then combined arms. And then we could probably still work out where we want to strategically go from there. And it's going to be the satellites is going to be an important one. Okay, if we lock in satellites as well, and that will tell us okay, we don't need advanced ballistics, but we can come back and do that sort of thing after. So we got our first space mission available straight away. But I'm hoping it won't take too long to get a spaceport built and then get our first space project complete as well. So then we're already working towards our second one would be sensible. And I'll tell you what, if we can catch the AI with where they are at on their science victory, basically, not their science production, but their science victory, I'll be amazed, and we'll see. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, Manchester production. We have built a Royal Navy dockyard. Let's build a lighthouse there, and that's going to help with food from our coastal tiles. And that will help Manchester, somewhere that's struggled for food a lot. Right, Bristol, and we will go in and build the shipyard next after the lighthouse. Okay, our new spy, Millicent, needs to gain sources at Eindhoven, and then we will try and siphon some funds and get them their first promotion. Okay, Karen having a look around with our scout here. So that's good. We found one of Wilhelmina's spaceports here. So at least we can see one of them. And we carry on just skirting her border and just see what else we can find. And you know, I thought we were in a position to be able to build. We're not done it. I need professional sports to be able to do our ski resorts. My mistake. I am always thinking I'm ahead of where I actually am. So what do you want to do next? I think we're going to get these crabs online for Bristol. Okay, and we can use this bomber on Sparta. We've got a battleship available at Manchester from our shipyard, and we can just start putting some shots on Ray. It's really not going to do much damage, but at least it gives them something else to think about as well. We keep on using our bombers here. Get our other bomber has got a promotion, so we will promote our guy, and we want to... I'm not sure if I've seen any airfields from Persia, so I'm not going to go with protection against fighter class. I'm going to go with versus their anti-air. So if he happens to get a battleship back in Lake Redbar, then he's got better protection for himself. Okay. And what else can we do with our guy? There's not a lot. Build some railroad somewhere, I guess. Okay, we will try and get past with our ironclad armada. So we've got one more turn at London to finish building our war department, and then that is our most logical destination for building our spaceport. So in one turn we will crack on with building our spaceport, and then we'll put Stephanie to use. She's been waiting long enough. And yeah, we'll just put our tank, our artillery back on alert. Everyone can go back on alert. Our tank can go on alert. You can heal up. You can go on alert. And our battleship can also do the same as the other one and just give them something else to think about. And we've got stray Persian units putting themselves in a line of fire. I don't mind that, I'll take that. Okay, we've gained a +1 era score for completing Cold War Civic. We're now going on to Space Race, so we can plug in the integrated space cell policy card, and that's going to give us +15 production towards Space Race projects. So that will be great. And we're at London, who's got the military academy at their encampment, so that will work just fine for us. And we've got a Eureka here for satellites as well. Okay, we just need to renew our counter spy mission here, and we've also, Alice has done it again. We have disrupted rocketry at Quasca, so that is really good. And we have completed, like we said, completed the Cold War there. Is there anything particularly we want to... I'm going to say no, not at the moment. There's nothing we can benefit from immediately from that. Okay, so we just make sure we can uncover everything we can with our scout there. And Alice has pillaged the spaceport. All right, let's just have a quick look at the science and see if anyone... how has he even done that? He must have got it off. He must have got the mission off just before we managed to take out the spaceport. That's really annoying. Okay. Where do we go next? Has he learned anything further? He hasn't learned smart materials yet. All right. All right. Okay. Let's figure out what we want to do now with Alice. And I'm thinking we potentially send her back to Hoan Kambamba, because that is where they were trying to do their projects from as well, and just take out the spaceport there as well. Keep on being as disruptive as we can. So Hoan Kambamba. Here we go. And London now work on the spaceport. So we are going to start building that right there. And we also, I reckon we've probably got some unimproved tiles that we can improve. So I'm going to buy a builder here. And we're going to yeah, we're going to improve these other tiles to help with production every little bit we can. So Liverpool has completed the broadcast center. Oh, what do we want to work on here? Have we got a good viable area for another? Yeah, I'm going to build another aerodrome closer to the front line. That's going to benefit us and just enable us to produce some more aircraft where we can. Okay, so we got another promotion for one of our bombers, and again we will want to go with evasive maneuvers to protect themselves better from anti-air. All right, and Birmingham has completed the research lab. And what I'm going to build a water park at Birmingham. And let's buy a new tile for that and pop it down there. It's going to look lovely. Okay. We've completed the spy at Stoke. That's what they were doing there. And we have the ability to build an airport there now. And that is going to give extra experience for any more aircraft that we potentially build from Stoke. Okay, let's carry on working on these city defenses at Sparta. And keep on just ridiculously doing little damage to Ray. Yeah. I'm just going to pull our ironclad fleet down. We're only going to be able to move one more time. We're going to get stuck and we're going to get hit again. And if we get close enough to pillage anything else, we're going to be in firing range. So basically, we're just going to we'll be sending our unit out to die if we just carry on with that plan. So change the plans where you need to. And Stephanie is just still waiting for that to be completed. The spaceport at London. Our military engineer can just start making some railroads for us there. Right, so our next newest spy needs to go out and do some spy work for us. And let's send him. Let's send him to Mashhad. And we have a governor promotion. What do we want to do here? Right, so we're fully promoted on our secret society, Owls of Minerva. Right, it's not really going to do anything, but I'm going to get Pingala fully promoted. And that's going to give us an era score, which doesn't do anything either. But what it does do, we've got very few great works. But it would just give those pieces that we do have an extra boost. And again, that just helps stop the AI running away with any kind of culture victory. It's just every little bit we can do to hold their progress back. Yeah, it's important. Get the crabs online here at Bristol, and then we go. All right, and that is electricity completed for us. We're going straight onto computers. That's going to give us access to our coastal defenses, which will help us stop losing any more tiles. Right, lighthouse completed at Manchester. We will go straight onto the shipyard. And what do we want to do with this guy here? Let's move this guy over to this resource of amber near Leeds, and we can get that plugged in. Keep working on Sparta with our bombers. They're having a great effect. I just did I forget that we were getting the 4th bomber? I think I probably did. Let's get another one as well. Okay, and we have some turtles to sell to Mansa Musa. We'll do that. Don't know if we got any coal we can sell. Mansa Musa will take some coal too. 32 a turn. That is delicious. I'll take that. All right. So we're making good progress on Sparta's city defenses. I'm happy with that. We'll keep on scouting around the borders of Wilhelmina and keep firing on Ray as well with a battleship. Our spy is in at Mashhad. We're going to gain sources, and then we're going to try and steal some funds there. Interesting to just see that Solomon is actually struggling to keep hold of Mashhad. That's Persia's original capital that he took. I'm a little bit surprised by that, but he should have really taken Bactria as well. That would have helped him. Right, our redcoat has healed up, and we are going to upgrade them to infantry. And we can, when we have the money, we can upgrade our sea dogs to submarines now. And once we've done that, we should be able to get our other submarine, and we'll make a armada from our submarines there. Use our battleship here on the encampment, and keep making railroads all day long with our military engineer. Yeah, keep waiting with Stephanie, and right, we've got to bring our scout out and improve these 2 tiles that are being worked unimproved. All right, so let's see if we can rebase our fighter down at Birmingham. All right, we've had a unit captured by Persia there, so that's a little bit annoying. And that will be our builder. That is annoyingly frustrating, but let's see if we can get him back straight away. We use all our city defenses we can. Fight him there. We'll get this fighter. Hopefully he can attack him too. He can. And that has got them a promotion. Right. We need to get another shot in from someone. And we can use our cannon here. And that should be enough to take him out with our tank unit and capture our poor little builder again, which we do. All right, so we can carry on with what we were doing, improving the tiles with our builder. Just delayed 1 turn, which is annoying. Okay, we need to rebase our guy, our bomber. We need to get in closer, so... All right, we can't actually do anything yet. So our bomber's just got to wait a turn until next turn, and we can move our fighter out. And yeah, and then we can get our other bomber in closer and carry on doing all this lovely damage to Sparta. Now that is quite far down damage wise, but still not going to be enough to just walk in and take it. So next turn we should have Sparta under our control. Right, so research lab completed at Newcastle. We can now build a seaport, which will do us fine. Newcastle especially needs some food. They are currently stagnant in their growth. That will do wonders for getting them growing again. Okay, Plymouth has completed the zoo, and we need some housing at Plymouth too. So we can start with the sewers, and that will give us another 2. but then potentially we might want to build a neighborhood for ourselves at Plymouth. Okay, let's carry on building our rail network with our military engineer. Okay, artillery all healed up now. We'll put them on alert. Stephanie's still waiting. And we have Hildred has returned to London. Right. Where do we go next? I'm going to send Hildred. Do we want to go back to Inca? Where do we want to go? That is a question. Okay, the next guy to potentially go for the third space project is Solomon. Right, I am going to go and destroy this dam, or at least try to destroy this dam at Mashhad. And that is going to cause a little bit of havoc and put a dent in just the state of their empire a little bit. So yeah, we'll do that and see how that works out for us. We can use our fighter as well. He can just do a little bit of work on this encampment too, along with our battleship. And we'll just move our guy out a little bit. We have lost our diplomatic quarters and our neighborhood for Birmingham. Yeah, this coastal flooding is really getting problematic for us. Right, we've got ourselves another era score there. Liverpool has become our largest city. Let's see that. Up to 15 now. London will be there in a couple of turns, but right, we need to move our fighter out. Right, rebase. Back to we've actually finished our aerodrome. We don't need to move them at all now because we've just completed that, so we can actually rebase our bomber to our aerodrome at Liverpool. Okay, so we should now only need one attack on Sparta with a bomber, and now we should be able to roll in and take Sparta, which we do. Okay, and we have got a boost for totalitarianism. It's a mouthful. Okay, and now we can save our other bomber attacks for another city. Where do we want to go and work on next? And it's going to be Tarsus for us. We can't reach Tarsus, so let's rebase our other bomber to our new aerodrome. And we've not got a view of array anymore for our battleship. That's fine. Our bomber has promotion. We've got evasive maneuvers. All right. So yes, we want to keep the city of Sparta. And Liverpool, we want to build. Let's build our seaport in at Liverpool. Sunderland has completed the aquarium, so let's build the seaport there too. Wolverhampton has finished the Ferris wheel. We'll work on the aquarium there. All little bits to help our immunity, keep our civilization, our population happy, especially during wartime. We don't want it to start having a negative effect on our production and whatnot. Okay, so we can just get rid of that cultist. We're going to take a couple of shots here. Hopefully we don't lose our unit, but we can see Ray again, so we'd put another shot on Ray with our battleship. Right. Hildred. Hildred is going to breach the dam. And we will find out if they are successful in 6 turns. We'll just put our cannon over here. And Stephanie, you can move out because our border has now expanded. We just pop you on the spaceport, ready to roll when we have that completed. Karen, just farming experience here for our units. Fighter has got a promotion, and we will go for cockpit armor. And Sparta, right? We need to fix Sparta up. It's a fixer-upper in Sparta. That's for sure. So what do we want to get done? And we want to grow this city as quickly as possible. So we will buy a granary. In fact, let's splash out. We'll buy them a food market. That's much better for them. And we will... Can we afford? No, we can't. So they can then... 4 turns into building a granary for themselves as well. And that should get Sparta growing. Right, so the military engineer, carry on building the railroads. We can get him to build a fort or a missile silo or an airstrip. Not particularly essential. Let's carry on building railroads everywhere. Let us get around a bit quicker should we need to. Okay. Okay, we've got Nada Shah hoping for peace. I bet you want peace, don't you? And you're willing to give us some nice goodies for it as well, but that is not enough. I want more. So no bueno, Nada Shah. All right, and now we have computers completed as well, and that is going to be really, really, really good for us. We need to get those coastal defenses up and stop losing tiles, because that's really, really hurting our civilization at the moment. Okay, so Alice is back at Huancabamba, and the spaceport is still pillaged, so that was a pointless move. However, do we want her to do anything else while we're here? I'm going to say no. Let's have another look at it. So I don't think Solomon's started yet. Julius has started his first one. Do we want to... Let's move her to Antahuayla, and we can work on their spaceport there. Antahuayla. Okay, we have built our shipyard at Manchester, and 14 turns for the flood barriers. That is woefully long, but I'm gonna need to do it. And also Birmingham as well, 29 turns. God, these are taking a long time. We are over our housing capacity because we lost our neighborhood as well. So let's build sewer. That will be hurting our production there. Right. 42 turns. That is long. Yeah. All right. 42 turns. It is what it is. Okay. Back to our bomber work. We are working on Tarsus now. And a lumber mill there for London. We can move our tank towards Tarsus. And they have promotion. And we will promote them with charge. Let's move our cannon into Sparta. Help with settling the civilians down there. We can farm some experience just by firing on this encampment. Not that it's going to do anything. Carry on building our railroad everywhere we can, and just farming experience here. Right, bomber, Tarsus. Bomber and Tarsus. And our fighter, you can work on the encampment. All right, we got a free builder when we took Sparta. So what can we do? Not a lot we can do particularly. Let's bring our Right, let's just heal our unit up. He didn't take too much damage, and by just taking another hit or so, we can get a bit more experience for him now, possibly get him a promotion. We will promote our battleship here to bombardment, and we'll get this amber online as well. Okay, our other bomber, are you in reach? You are not, so we need to move you to Sparta. And we'll put our ironclad there on alert. Right, Mansa would like a variety of our resources. We've got plenty of oil. We've got plenty of niter that we don't particularly need anymore. But our aluminium, don't want to lose that. And he's still happy with that deal. So, I wonder if he'll give us anything else as well. You just give us loads of stuff. And loads. And loads. Endless amounts of stuff. You want to give... No, okay. That was a little bit too much. Okay. Wow. I mean, he might give us a bit more money. No. Okay. Towards line at that. But this is really, really cool. We're going to get a heap load more amine seeds for our people. And we're going to happy people or productive people. We like that. We like that a lot. Thank you, Mansa. You are a good friend. All right, we've completed our airport at Stokes Aerodrome, and that's plus a free era score. Again, another one of those situations where you hit that golden age requirement and then you just go above and beyond to ridiculous proportions. All right, Millicent has gained sources at Eindhoven. We're going to try and siphon funds to get them their first promotion. We have builder there to put used to. Okay, let's get this builder to move over. Need to improve that tile for London. We're nearly there for Stephanie with our spaceport in London. Right, let's work on Tarsus. Yeah, our tank can just hold until we need him. Keep on building the railroads. Right, bomb on Tarsus. On Tarsus. Keep farming experience with a battleship. Right, we have a trader to sort out though, and that is, let's go to Kwanzaa. I think I like that one. And our fighter as well. Keep gaining experience for us. Our other bomber is close enough now to as well join in the fight on Tarsus. And farm experience with our field cannoneer. There's a promotion for him. And we'll build a colossal head on this tile here. Or will we? I'm not actually sure. Maybe we'll take him somewhere else to be useful. Yeah, maybe we can come and get this crab online up near Newcastle. Okay, so sitting there and tanking another shot with a tank did indeed get us a promotion. So we will do that, and we will promote them with charge as well. Okay, so we completed the airport at Stoke, and we want to get the flood barrier built there. And right, we can't see Ray anymore, so we're just going to hold tight with our battleship. Okay, we've got Congress starting, so aid request for Mansa Musa, that's fine. Aid request for Solomon, that's fine. The likelihood of getting a diplomatic victory if we don't get one from somewhere else is increasing with every one of these. So carry on having a nosy about with our scout here. We will, what do we want to do here? We've got enough food for the moment. Leeds, we put a mine on that hill there for Leeds. Okay, let's see what we can do to Tarsus. Oh yeah, a mine for London on that tile there. Definitely just a few more turns. Get our bombers, keep working on Tarsus. Field cannon has a promotion. So we will promote him with garrison there. Let's move our other tank down. We put him in a line of fire there, and that was silly. Okay, yeah, let's keep making railroads. Right, there's that era score for connecting Liverpool and London with a railroad. That's pretty cool. Okay, we need to keep working on Tarsus here. And there is a chance. Alright, I don't think that's going to quite work. It's not. Alright, so next turn we should be able to take Tarsus. That's for sure. Alright, so housing is a little, well, not brilliant, but if we buy a seaport, that's going to give us another +1 housing. So that's helped our housing a little bit at Birmingham, and we will work on our flood barriers around Birmingham. And we have done a water park at Bradford, and another place with ridiculous length to build a flood barrier. 54 turns. Yeah. Right, so Sparta has built its granary, so they will grow in 3 turns. Let's put a turn in to repair the defenses there. How are we looking on the World Games? So we need to do some more projects to make sure we're keeping ahead of the AI as far as athletes trained goes. Aid request. Right, so we are now dropped quite far down. So that's going to be a question mark whether we can do anything about that in 12 turns. I guess there's a chance we could have taken the cities we want to take and thus being able to make peace with Nadsha and giving him a gift of money and putting us in a winning position there again. Right, let's see what Nadsha is offering for peace now. The return of our spy, that's interesting, but we can wait for that and pretty much the same to us before, even though a little bit more money, but no, we are still not happy with that until we've got the cities we want. All right, and now we have combined arms completed for us as well, and space race as well. So let's go in and we will know that we want to get that policy locked straight in. And yeah, that will do us fine. Keep on having a look around. Okay. We have a resource of uranium somewhere. It's the best place we could have built our seaside resort on uranium. You know, it's a different way to get some sort of suntan, isn't it? Right, let's move. These only got one build charge left, so he can only remove, he won't be able to build. So let's put him to use. Over by Leeds, we will buy a builder Wolverhampton, and he can sort out and get that uranium online for us. Okay, right, so we are now in a position to take Tarsus. Okay, and we will do so. Right, that is Tarsus, and we have another builder with Tarsus. That's lovely. We've got 2 builders actually. That is great. Okay. Right, let's grab our other bombers. We want to start immediate work on Bactry. Yeah. Okay. Not really anything we can do now with our battleship, so we will just promote him to rolling barrage. We want to definitely keep that city. We have been after the city of Tarsus for so long, and it feels so good to finally have it, even though we're so late in the game and so close to potential end. I'm really happy that we have managed to do that now. And yeah, each city we take is just putting us in a stronger and stronger position. Let's have a look what civic we want to work on now. And we will go for professional sports. Yeah, and we'll just do that for 3 turns, and we'll work out where we want to go after that. Right, what are we going to do at Newcastle? Housing's fine, we don't need to worry about anything like that. I think we will just concentrate on doing some projects at Newcastle. So let us train athletes at Newcastle. Sheffield could really do with getting some flood barriers built as well. We'll get that locked in. Most of these flood barriers, I don't think we're going to have completed by the time the game finishes, but you know, in case I'm completely wrong, and this is the sort of game that, you know, you kind of end up having to literally fight over every inch to get towards a victory. It might end up like that, but I'm hoping not. I do feel like we are close to the end. We might as well build a broadcast center at Sparta. That'll do us nicely. Tarsus. What do we want to build at Tarsus? Housing is bad, so we want to repair that granary, and potentially we will buy nothing. No, well, get housing from a barracks or a stable, so we might as well just take the benefit of that. What do we want to do now? Might as well go get things like this camp online on the deer. Stephanie, 4 more turns. Okay, we can just move our tank out of the firing line, heal them up. We will carry on putting our great military engineer to work. Okay. Let's rebase our fighters close to the front line at Tarsus. Opens up our field of view for us as well. Right, carry on with Bactry with our other bomber, and just keep on farming experience for our field cannon there. Right, so Mashhad has gained sources. He's our new guy, so we want to try and siphon some funds, get him a promotion. But I think that is good for us today. I feel like we've progressed real nice, and we've seen Pachacuti progress 1 more step towards science victory, but we're still pretty close with the potential of a political victory, diplomatic victory rather. Only 3 diplomatic points away from that. But as far as progressing our civilization goes and expanding, like the plan was all along, by taking some of the Persian cities, we have got 2 cities from Persia, Sparta and Tarsus. Bactria is next, and then we'll finish up with Pasargadae. Still don't think I'm saying that right, but that's fine. So we started work on Bactria, and we will most definitely have both of those cities under our control in the next episode, and we'll be one step closer. Will we see the game finish in the next episode? I don't know, but we will find out then. As for now though, I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you did, leave us a like, leave us a comment if you've got anything to say. I'd love to hear from you guys, and a subscribe would also be fantastic if you can do that. I really appreciate that. Help me progress and grow the channel. But as for today, that is it. This is where I leave you. I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day, and I'll see you again in the next one. See ya.